Hey guys, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's Mousy, the ultimate SL clout chaser, and I have such a treat for you guys here. I have ÇᐃԻՆÇ here with us. He is like bossed up in SL. He does literally everything. SL DJ, SL talk show creator, host, owner of the Nets, so SL sports team. In addition to that, owner of Bavarian Games. I know that I've been alluding to this interview. A lot of you guys have been excited about it and asking me questions like, when is he coming? When is he coming? So he is here. So thank you so much, ÇᐃԻՆÇ, for joining us. How's your day been?
Lucrative. Everything's okay. You know, could be better if I made, more money.
Is that how you judge how good your day is going, depending on how much money you make?
Unfortunately, that's exactly how I judge my day. And that's what separates me from everybody else. And that's why a lot of people dislike me. Because they hate my success, they hate my drive, they hate my compassion to make money and become and bring human capital into my life. So I don't do anything that doesn't provide me that type of opportunity.
Okay, that's good to know.
So are you going to pay me for being here, or what we doing?
Absolutely not. I'm going to pay you in goodwill and smiles. That's all.
That was a joke.
I know it is. I'm going to pay you in gratitude and thanks. Do you take gratitude and thanks as payment?
No. Can I cuss or not?
Yes, you can. You can say whatever you want.
Good.
This is an adult show for adults. So if you guys have any little ears, usher them out of the room.
Put your kids in the fucking bed. Put your kids in bed. Sorry about that, Karma.
No, you're good. Okay, good. Okay, so I guess first things first, I want people to get to know you. How long have you been in SL, and how did this all start?
A friend of mine told me about SL 10 years ago. I am now 10 years old. This account, and I started on another account called Mr. pen-X. I never used it because when I first logged on to SL, I couldn't stand it. I hated it. I hate the configurations. I was on another virtual platform. And he was like, man, no, you need to come to SL. His name is Vest, Big Daddy Vest, VNM. And that brother, you can look him up. He got a real account. He was like, no, Pen. He kept telling me, man, you need to come on SL. You're going to kill it. Your personality, how you think, and it happened. It came to pass. Yeah.
I would say with SL, there's definitely a big learning curve, right? Like even to walk, attachments, right. Set up your Avi and all that stuff. But now that you've made that investment in time and learned the game, I don't even know if you want to call it a game. It's so hard to describe. I'll ask you how do you describe SL?
It's not a game. It's a game to your mindset. If you have a P-body mindset, this is a game. You're going to play it like a game. When I first started SL, I played it like a game. I didn't see people as non-player. I saw everybody as an NPC. And I treated them that way. I didn't give a fuck about your emotions. I wanted to be a vampire. We came on as vampires. That's why I wear my horns. I love my vampire race. So if you desire to be a vampire, this is a great fucking fantasy RP. But it's not a game because you're dealing with real people.
Right. So
there's a very, oh my God, there's a thin line between gaming, because gaming, PS5 got games. Okay, and you play games on PS5 where people aren't involved. But now with technology, PS5 is turning into where you have to communicate with other people. The Oculus, things are changing. This isn't The Sims. You're dealing with real people, so I don't know if it's a game.
So sometimes I refer to it as a social platform in addition to a sandbox. I know Max referred to it as a metaverse, which is like you could literally create your own environment, your own world within it. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
If that's a definition of metaverse, this is exactly what SL is.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And now that you've invested in SL and learning the platform, it's paid off like 10x for you. What started first? Was it the DJing? Like, how did you end up opening all of these businesses?
Yeah, so I started DJing. And like everybody says, they kind of love my tone and my my style. You know, certain people do, some people don't, but majority of my you know, people that like to hear me DJ, it started off DJing, and I started off with SPGC, a strip club that I still have. 10 years later, this is still operating. Different land, different look, but that was my first place where, you know, I catapulted to meet a lot of people and then, you know, make enemies. You know, enemies will help you get popular too. You know what I mean? They'll help you. And they damn sure help me. So, yeah.
Okay, so you started DJing. So the landscape of DJing has changed so much, and I've heard people saying that they don't think it's possible to make as much money in DJing as you have in the past. There's so many clubs. So you actually do agree with that.
I agree with that.
Okay, do you have any tips for any up-and-coming DJ, how to make themselves stand out? Because it seems like negative and positive attention doesn't matter to you, like it's all publicity.
Well, you have to, again, have a team. I mean, DJing is a skill. You build a fan base by, you know, the ability to blend music. There's a lot of new people that just play radio or just play music, but they don't embrace getting better. They don't want to, you know, get the skill set to mix and captivate people by, you know, blending songs. So, and that's why the profit margin for DJing is little to none. You know, you got DJs now that used to make 5 to 10K a set, maybe 20, doing it for free. You know, just so they can be, you know, heard or try to make some type of tips and shit. But yeah, the quality of life of DJing is little to none.
Right.
At this point.
And besides it being a skill where you know how to blend and mix music together versus playing a stream that you like, I think you have to be somewhat entertaining. Like, because I went to one of your sets yesterday and you were really engaging the crowd. Everyone was talking in local and it was a really good time.
Thank you.
Yeah, so there's something to be said for that. Like, just getting people
have
involved.
Personality.
Right.
Yeah, you got to, I mean, a lot of people are dry. They don't want to talk. They don't want to, like Cheryl said earlier, they just say, oh, I'm rolling up my blunt. And they say the same old shit. But, you know, every time I go into a party, I feel the crowd out. You know, I'll pay attention to local chat. You know, and I will get you involved in what I'm doing. And that's why I'm so successful. You will become a part of my SL. Like it or not, hate it or not, I'm gonna suck you in to my energies. And that's the key to it. Be yourself and don't be afraid to be rejected. You know, you got to create your own vibe.
I 100% agree with that, being a little fearless. Something that I noticed during your set is that you offered 1,000 Linden credits.
Whoa!
Oh, not Linden. Oh, should I not say that? Should I not say that?
That was a one-time thing.
I wanted to ask that. Yeah, like, I'm like, do you always do that?
Hell to the nah.
Okay. It was not Linden's, guys. It was credits, like, to Bavarian Games.
Right. Yeah, that was a weekend thing that I, you know, promotional thing I do when I go to new places to DJ. You know, if people are interested in gaming and winning money, I can't wait to talk about that. So yeah.
Okay.
It was a promotional event.
Okay, let's talk about it. So if you go into a new place where you're DJing for the first time, this is one of the things that you do? One of the perks that comes along with hiring DJ ḵØԹ?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll let people know that are new to my style that, you can come into my casino and win money and cash it out. I believe in enhancing, you know, people's, because Second Life is expensive to play. Let's not be, let's not forget that Linden's costs money.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to provide outlets where people can, process credit and cash out versus uploading all the damn time. If you upload everything, some of you people, you're not going to stay long on Second Life because the lands are expensive. some of these avatars you're looking at cost 30 and 50,000 lindens, which equals to $400 USD. So this is not a cheap game. This ain't GTA.
Yeah, it definitely isn't. And looking at a $200 avatar, when you convert that rate, that does sound crazy that somebody would pay that. But yeah, like people spend a lot of money on their avatars.
Thousands of dollars on their avatars, USD. People have went to jail because they wanted to embrace a certain look or image, and they stole people's credit cards and accounts, and they're now in jail. So be careful. Don't get tempted by lust and and vile affections and try to do things, so you can, make yourself look good.
It's vanity, yeah.
Right, that's
vanity.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just be careful. There are ways around it. Like, there's always like tons of, this is out to the viewers, there's always tons of free heads, free bodies given out during Christmas. Sometimes just be a little patient and, save a little, work a little bit, save a little bit, and you can definitely create the avatar of your dreams. It just may not be within 24 hours or the first day you arrive here.
Absolutely. Good point.
Right. So ÇØÐ, let me ask you, the fact that you have a gaming sim is amazing, and it's 2 sims, if I'm not mistaken. What gave you the courage to even think that you could do that? Like, to some people, that would be so big, right?
I didn't have the courage. So when I was DJing, let me tell you, man, when I was DJing one night, I was at my old club, SPGC. I got drunk, and I was, we had a big crowd, and people were having a good time. Girls made money, but I went to sleep. After becoming, intoxicated, I dozed off. I woke up about 4:30 in the morning. I lie not. And there was a little avatar there. And that night, I had an auction where I was selling my dancers. I was selling strippers to the public. So I not only did we have a strip club, but we had a sex auction. And the sex auction brought close to 80 people. People want to buy it. Listen, if you're playing, they do this in real life, unfortunately. But there are sex auctions where you can, if you become infatuated with someone or a certain look or avatar, they were able to come and buy that person for the day or the night. So with that RP that I created, and it was successful. People sold for 100,000 lindens, surprisingly. So I made a lot of money with that one night. It happened every Thursday. But that morning when I woke up, there was somebody there, and he was like, "Hey, ÇØÐ." I was like, "Dude, who are you?" I said, "The club's closed. What's going on, buddy?" And he's like, "Well, man, I think you need to open the gaming sim." And I said, "What? What the fuck is that?" Because all I knew was strip club live, making money with the dancers, DJing. He was like, no. You have something that people draw to you. People draw to you. And because of that, I think I'm going to help you open a casino. And I was scared to death. I said, "I don't want that responsibility." I said, "Man, what the fuck?" He said, no, you're going to be all right. I'm going to start you off. And this guy gave me the information to go to Linden Labs. He said, "You're going to make a lot of money." When he said that, I said, "Fuck it, come on, let me try it." And I had to apply for my license through Linden Labs, think of a name, and I said, "Get Rich Gaming." It's perfect. I thought of the name, and I filled out the license. They ask for all your personal information. They do a background check on you. And I passed. I had to wait. I had to wait 2 or 3 months for the background check. And they sent me an email and said, "Congratulations. We approve you for your gaming license." And we opened up a small fucking parcel. It was a quarter of a sim. That's it. I still have the video on Facebook of the sim that I had. It was just a small piece of land. And I tell you, when I tell you, Karma, I said I needed a team of people. I got together with people that I trust, and we built that motherfucker all the way up to a full region. And the image I wanted was, you know, Trump's hotel and casino, the MGM Grand. So, you know, in Second Life, you use your imagination and build, right?
Right.
So I went and I Googled MGA Graham, and I got the the actual design from MGM Grand, but in the cartoon version of it. And I sent it to a creator, and she said, "Oh, I can do this, but this gonna cost you some money." And I said, "Well, how much money? I don't give a fuck." She said, "It's gonna be at least $400 USD to build this."
Oh my God.
And that's what I said. I said $400 fucking dollars. And I took a deep breath. I said, "Oh my God, I really want this place to look nice, different. You know, I want the MGM Grand on SL." My goodness, in about 2 or 3 months, it was designed. There's pictures on Facebook. You can go to Facebook right now and type in "Get Rich Gaming," and you can see the marvel and the beauty. And ever since then, it just took off. People just came. They loved the ambiance. It makes you feel like you are in, you know, Las Vegas. And then it just grew, and then people came, and, you know, of course you need people. Remember I told you, you need a team of people, and I had that, thank God, and it's just flourished into 2 full Sims, and I'm so grateful.
Wow. So how did you meet this man who kind of suggested to you you should open the casino? Was this a friend of yours?
No, I never met this guy in my life, but he came to the auction. You never know on the SL who's who.
Right.
So he TP'd down and heard me selling people off. Like I say, "Hey, I have Karma on stage. Look at Karma. She's light skinned. She has pretty hair. She's got her titties bouncing. All right, going once. All right, for 5K, 5K, 5K, right?" Then he got caught into the whole, you mean, the activities, and it was just festive, and people were I was selling avatars, and he was like, "Man, you got it." He said, and boom, it just kept going, and here we are, 10 years later, with 2 full Sims, over 1,000 games.
Wow. So let's go back to talking about people that you trust, because a lot of times, you know, SL residents often complain like there's so much drama, you can't trust anybody, relationships suck,
That's true.
friendships are awful. How did
Yep.
you acquire this team, and how did you select the people?
Well, I'm glad you asked me that. One of my main attributes to being successful is that you must voice with me. If I get you on voice, I can hear your sincerity. I can hear your I can hear I can hear if you are, you know, serious about, you know, your words, your personality. You can learn a lot from somebody by voicing with them. And when you voice with someone like me, if you're full of shit, I'm gonna pick it up in 5 minutes.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick it up. If you're sarcastic, if you're not really for me, you can, just like if you talk on the phone with people, you can pick up energy. You can tell if somebody wants to fucking talk to you or not. You can feel it, but you can't ignore it. So I met people that like me for me, I like them for them. Real people. So if you got a team of real people on SL, right? Then you can basically get and become and do whatever you want. But you have to get people on voice. When you type with people, just like if you send texts on your phone,
Right.
that the tones are not the same. Okay? So get people on the fucking mic and talk to them, and then you can choose your team that way. It takes years, though. Yeah.
You have to go through some seasons with people, not just getting them on voice.
Right. You have to go through seasons. You got that right. That's right, Karma. You really do.
Yeah. I love that you said that, like, I trust my gut instinct. I trust my intuition, because a lot of people are not confident in themselves. And when their inner compass says yes or no, they use their logic and may go against self. So I love that you said that, because I think that's real right there, and that's accurate. Like, if you trust yourself and your internal compass and what you're feeling and what your body's doing, it will not steer you wrong.
That goes for real life too.
Facts.
Remember we said this is not a game. So this is no different than meeting somebody in real life, talking to them on the phone, and getting to know people. How many of you met people in real life, okay, that end up being full of shit in about 2 or 3 months? Because you kept talking to them. You found that they were liars. You found that they were, not who they say they pretended to be. You feel me? They got alter egos. Oh, they're motherfucking crazy as hell, cuckoo as Cocoa Puffs. And the more you talk to people, the more you get to know them. This is no different.
That's 100% true. And guys, remember, like, you're always meeting the best version of a person. So that's why time is so important, because time will tell you everything you need to know.
Man, we preaching now.
You dropping jewels right now, ḵØԹ.
Hell yeah, I'm dead ass. It ain't no different. People look at this, oh, this is a cartoon game. Look at those cartoons. No, motherfucker, I'm a real person.
Yeah.
Karma's a real person.
Facts, yeah.
This is no different than going to Applebee's and we sitting down, sharing, watching the game. You say, hey, man, how you doing today? I'm fine. How are you? Well, you want to hang out later? Okay, yeah, we can hang out. It's no different. Same shit. Right. Same people.
And one thing I want to add too is my friend Sky always says, if somebody does something once, they'll do it twice or 3 times. So watch people's patterns too, guys. Like, when you're determining who you're going to allow in your inner circle, like, it's just important to go through seasons and also watch people's patterns of behavior. If they snake you once, they're going to snake you twice or 3 times.
That's facts.
Right.
That's facts.
I'm really glad that you have a good team around you. So how long within the 10-year span did it take you to go from that quarter sim to 2 full sims?
I just got the 2nd sim this year.
Wow.
So looking at, this was a goal that I always wanted to expand. It happened 9 years later.
I'm so glad you said that.
Sweat and tears behind it.
Period. I'm so glad you said that. Because you know how many people open role play sims and they think they're going to open 1 sim or 2 sims within 2 months? Let's talk about the journey. Tell them a little bit about the journey.
The journey is painful, just like anything, man, in life. Second Life is no different, because you're going to have to go through changes of teams. You're going to have to go through people. You're going to have some bullshit people that want to just go on a clout chase and come along for a free ride. You got gold diggers out here looking to make money off of you and your energy and your time. You're going to have to weed all that out. Okay? Like I said, this is no different than starting a real life business. Imagine, I'm about to graduate college, right, with a BA in December. Finally.
Congratulations.
At 51, I'm getting my degree. At 51. I wish I started in my 20s, but I was a dumb. I made a lot of bad decisions when I was younger. I did. And I regret them all now. But people say, oh, it's never too late to get your degree. Bullshit. It is too late. If you're young, and this for all you young folks listening, and you're in your 20s and 30s, get your ass together, get your head out your ass. If you can read, you can get a degree. And don't fuck around with it, because time's gonna go by fast. You're not guaranteed to live the way the generation is today to be 51. Y'all don't have the same grace that we had growing up, because everybody got a gun now. You got little kids killing folks for nothing. You got motherfucking crazy, what do you call this? Crazy shooters out here, and people just got mental issues. So if you can read, get your degree while you can. There's no excuse. Don't be lazy. Don't put it off. Don't, oh, I'm working the job right now. No. Hire, get your education if you can. If you can read. If you can't read, you got to learn how to read first.
Okay, that's actually really great advice. So can you tell people how has your education process helped you in SL?
Oh, it helped a lot, man. I learned so much about myself and ethics and you know, business development. That's what I do now in real life. You know, I used to be a sales manager in the car business, and that helped me dealing with people. You know, it's all about people. But you remember now, this cartoon that you're looking at is a real person. I want people to get that. I want you to get it. As you look at me, you look at Karma, you look at, you know, whoever you see in the background, we are real people behind the avatar. We go through the same shit in real life. Now, when you play Second Life, you put on another burden of issues playing Second Life. Because not only you got your real life to deal with, you got to deal with SL shit too.
That's true.
Okay.
It's so a subculture that you got to deal with.
It's a subculture now here on the internet. Because you got all kind of assholes and trolls and people that want to see you fail and people that want to bring you down and make you look crazy. It's wild. But you got, if you love yourself, okay, you see how far Karma came? She ain't no different from me. I'm on her talk show being interviewed. I should be interviewing her. But guess what? This is her passion. This is what she loves to do. And she's got successful. That's why she got all you people viewing her videos every day or every month.
Right.
Okay? And now I'm being interviewed today. So that's what it's all about, you know?
Yeah. And can we talk about, like, in terms of the journey, how important is consistency? Because a lot of people say, I only can work when I feel inspired or when I feel motivated. So tell us about your motivation and inspiration, how that waned through the process and how you pushed through stressful times.
That's not going to work, man. If you got that mindset, man, okay, if you got that mindset of I'm only going to do it when I feel good, you're not going to be successful in real life either. Because life is all about trials and tribulations. Okay? Some of you got to really love yourself more than anything else. See, some of you put people first before you put yourself. So if you put people first before you put yourself, you try to make everybody else happy, but your own motherfucking self. So you won't accomplish shit. I made up my mind that I wanted to be well known on Second Life. 2, I wanted my casino to be successful. 3, I wanted to be a great DJ. So all those things I wanted to develop, all those are skills. So there's no time to be, you know, slothful, no time to be, you know, worrying about the next person, what they're doing. Whatever you love to do, focus on that and attack it and do it. And focus on what you love to do. My friend Shara here, she opened the Sea Pussy. It's a bar. When I connected with her, my SL life got better. Okay? Because you don't know. Man, let me tell you something. All right, man. Listen, Karma, go ahead and ask me another question, brother. I'm getting fired up.
Get fired up. Continue what you're saying.
No. I got to take a break,
because
man.
You were going in this direction. I want to say this. In terms of consistency, I say this to people all the time. Motivation, inspiration does not matter. If you just show up every day at a dedicated time and do what you have to do, the end result will be positive. If you work when you feel like it, you won't get much done by the end of the year. I promise you that.
Thanks.
And I try to stress that to people, but they don't really understand that. They're like, no, you don't understand the creative process. I said, you don't understand business and how to make money. That's what my response is. So
that's right.
With that being said, right, what were some challenges you had in this process of opening casino? Like, were there any times where you're like, damn, I just want to quit this. Like, I don't know if this is worth it at this point.
Man, listen, when people won, I had it one time, people targeted my casino. because they wanted to see my downfall. And they targeted, and we were in the negative 320 million lindens.
Good Lord.
Now, the tier still has to get paid every week. So with that type of profit loss, I was in the negative over a month without a payout. And I said, fuck this shit. I'm not going to keep paying money and taking losses like this. Because people learn how to play. It's skill gaming. So if you know how to play bingo, you know how to, play bingo and read the card, you can go to get my casino and win money at will. It's the same concept. All the games got the same concept behind it. So if you get skilled, I got people, listen, 2 months ago I had a young man come, and this fucker won, listen to this, he cashed out $15,000.
USD, right?
Yes, man. Yeah, Karma. And I said, you motherfucker, you made more money than me. I go to work every day. And you came to my casino and you made $15,000 USD playing, sitting on your ass, probably in your fucking underwear, probably didn't take a shower in the whole 30 days, for real. And you made, and he laughed. He said, yes, I did. And he showed me proof of it. I was disgusted. Remember now, Carmen? No, Carmen, listen, bro. Carmen, you're laughing, bro, but I'm not. Listen, I got fucking furious, man. I said, you son of a bitch. Because remember, Carmen, I'm the guy. I have to get up and go to work, Carmen.
I feel you.
Come on, bro.
No, I feel you.
$1,000? I only made, listen, 1 month my real life in sales, I only made $20K in 1 month. But I was turned up. My back was against the wall. I was homeless, and I had to make it. I was sink or swim. My dad told me, you got to get out of my house, son. Okay, you're 30-something years old. You got to make it. I said, Pops, what do you mean? How you going to put me out? No notice? Yeah, man, you got to be a man. That's how so to answer your question, Karma, that's where my drive came from. That's why I don't give a fuck what people say. Because I've been through a place in my life where I had to choose to be a bum or to make it fucking happen.
I think that's definitely an inspiration for people because, sometimes people think 35, 40 is old, but it seems like a lot of your success came later in life. And I think that you're a walking testimony to those who believe that they ran out of time. They wasted their 20s, right?
Hell no. That's a beautiful point. If you're in your 20s, 30s, and 40s, you are young, strong. You could change the game now. Now, listen to this interview. You can change that shit. And I hope I am impacting your ass. You can change it now. You got plenty of time, man.
Yeah, that's very inspiring. How did you get out of that mess when you were in the negative in the casino?
Oh, man, I just had to, I just kept going. We kept promoting the casino. We kept getting people to come in there.
And then it just righted itself?
It washed out. And after 30 days, it was brutal, though. I promise you, I was in tears.
I know you were scared. I would have been terrified.
Man, it's the most terrifying. Because remember now, the gaming sim is about 800 USD a week to run.
Oh, my God.
Linden Labs don't give a fuck if you don't have the money. They'll shut you down. Just like if you miss a payment on your avatar, or if you owe Linden Labs money, they'll lock your account up. Some of you listening, y'all been through it. Y'all know. That's why people make alts. Because the other account got taken. So you're forced to make an alt now because you didn't pay that last bill.
But that doesn't work with a casino. Like, that's your bread and butter. And I'm assuming this is your real life livelihood as well.
Yeah, of course.
So if it gets shut down, that's problems on top of problems.
Yeah, you lose money. You done took a loss out your ass. Trust me, a lot of people tried it and it didn't work for them.
So it sounds like running a casino is just hella expensive. At minimum, based on what you're saying, it's $1,000 a week just to keep the lights on and have it operational. And you need to get the license, which is a 3-month process. I'm assuming like you have to have a certain amount of money in reserve. Like, how much money do you have to have in reserve even to open the doors?
You know, it took me about 3K.
That's not bad. For some reason, I thought it was like going to be $20,000 or five digits. 3K is not bad. Yeah. Do you have to be insured, 3K. Like in case someone wins and you can't pay them out, or it doesn't really work like that?
Well, you got to have the lenders in your account. You got to have the money or a credit card. So that's private information. But yes, I have a credit card. Okay, yeah.
No secret sauce. Okay, but basically you have to prove that you're able to pay out whatever your highest win is, in a nutshell.
Yes, you have to have the money available. There is no, I don't have it to pay.
Okay.
You be shut down immediately, and the avatar be banned, blocked.
And probably indefinitely.
Yeah, absolutely. You're done. If you came, Karma, to my place and won, let's say, 50K, and you couldn't get and the game couldn't pay that money out, my account is locked. It's over with, and the casino will be off the grid.
Which makes sense. And obviously, guys, that's not a problem at Get Rich Gaming. They've been open for 10 years, 10 long years. And it's really a lot of fun to go to. Like, I go there all the time. I love the 8% for some reason, I feel like your casino gives more money back, but I don't know if that's actually true.
No, it does. I give out the most cash back, but people are never happy. You can't please everybody. And some people, you only give out 2% replay. Listen, focus on the 8% cash back. 8% cash back means you can go back and click the cash button, and you can receive the lendings. 8% of what you pay in, you get that back.
And it feels good if you had a bad run and then you get that money back in your pocket. You kind of, even though you're not up, it kind of it kind of soothes the ache. Like if you lose, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so that's good. So I'm glad to know that I am right, because I did think that. So with all these businesses that you have going on, so guys, just to recap, right? For those of you interested and kind of have no idea about the gaming sim and how this works, ÇᐃؐNX basically said, look, you got to get your license. You're going to get a background check. You have to have a couple $1,000s to start, 800 lindens a week to pay your tier, and you must be able to back any claim that you have of your top winning or top payout. That's all. Everything else, I'm assuming, is going to depend on how you want to run and operate your business when it comes to marketing, when it comes to cashback and other things like that. Correct?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah.
I have I'm sorry, Karma.
No, go ahead, please. Yeah, I want to listen.
Sister, she wants to TP down. Am I able to bring people here or wait?
Yeah, sure. You could bring her in.
All right, cool.
If she TP's in front of us, just tell her to go on the other side, though, but that's all. We'll tell her when she gets here, yeah. Is there anything that you want to share or advise people for, aspiring gaming sim owners? Because one thing I will say is that I do go to a lot of the popular gaming sims, and sometimes they're empty. So that, as a gaming owner, would scare me, but yours is always pretty full.
Again, this is a team effort. It's all about risk, man. So if you scared, they say if you scared, go to church. Stay in church.
That's funny.
The risk. I don't want to, have somebody think they can do and accomplish what I've done, and they end up spending all that money and lose it. So when you talk about anything skilled in gaming, and even playing Second Life is a risk. Okay, so you don't know who you're going to meet. You got people that have met people on Second Life, and I guess they caused them. I mean, I don't want to be negative, but you got people that have harmed themselves and done. You feel me? Because they met the wrong people.
I want to
So,
piggyback on that because you
oh
started
my God.
talking about that earlier. You were talking about trusting your gut instinct, meeting the right people, having the right team, the right inner circle. So I'm so glad you brought this up because you said I'm fired
Uh-oh.
up and I want to continue. And I thought this was the direction that you were going in. Let's talk
Yeah.
about how having the wrong people in your inner circle could really sabotage you and take you off track.
Well, you have people that played Second Life and they're now in prison. They're
Damn.
doing jail time right now. They met the wrong people. They got the wrong energies. If you're a parent and you have little children at home in your, in real life, you can't forget to feed your kids
Oh.
because you caught up on Second Life. If you really, it can suck you in. It can consume you because you remember the role plays are realistic. And if you meet somebody that has the wrong energy, they can suck you into lifestyles that you never thought you'd be into. You know,
That's very true.
it's just like real life. You meet the wrong person, man, everything can go left. So I just, you just got to really be careful. And if your gut feeling is telling you don't fuck with this person, or if you feel like this is not the way to go, then you got to stop it. I have role played with people when I was a vampire, and my energy wasn't positive at that time. Now I'm more relaxed. I don't RP as much. I don't have to. Okay? When I first came on SL, I put a lot of pressure on people to do shit they didn't want to do. And you could feel it. I felt it. They felt it. If that makes sense, Karma. They felt it. You could feel it.
Why do you think they didn't say no, though?
Because they wanted to. I don't understand why they didn't say no. A lot of people did shit they didn't want to do. They didn't really want to do it. They just wanted to make me happy.
Trust your
But
gut, you guys.
Trust you feel me, because you don't know. You don't know the angles people are taking to fuck with you until you talk to them. And it's not just one-time conversation. That lady, the teepee down Poochie, she's been my sister for 10 years. 10 years. And this is what I mean by team. Why? We got on mic, we talk on mic, we get to know each other, we share the same values. Okay, some of you that play games, or let's say Second Life, you don't vet people out. Even in real life, some of you meet people, you just go, oh, okay, all right, okay, yeah. And you just go along with the fucking flow. You have to stop and ask questions and see if your values, equal to your value, if their values equal to your values. If you don't take time out to do that, you could end up really having a bad experience online and in real life, to be honest with you.
You dropping jewels today on this good Sunday.
Listen, man, I'm just keeping them 100 because I done been there, I done been deceived, I done been scammed, I done been lied on, I've been talked about. Okay, people perceive me as some demonic figure on Second Life. I hope that my name is just thrown around the SL grid sometimes like trash. It don't stop me because I know me. I love me first. Because remember, I went through that painful process of being an adult. Because being an adult, becoming an adult is painful. Huh? Becoming a real adult, I'm talking about a real, not even adult, but a black man is painful in America. Because you're going to feel it. You're going to get that job where you feel the racism. If you join the military, I was in the Marines, you're going to feel it. If you're a black man in America, you're going to feel it.
You definitely are. You would feel othered for sure. And it's something that you have to navigate. But I also think it gives you a lot, for me as a Black woman, it's given me a lot of resilience, right? And there
I agree.
isn't much that can beat me down. There isn't any challenge I don't feel like I can overcome. Like, I feel really
Good.
secure in myself as a person and my abilities for sure.
Absolutely.
So
I
there's
love it.
pros and cons to it, of course, but yeah, it will give
Yeah.
you, if you're able to face your challenges head on and then just work through the hard shit, it'll make you like inconquerable, if that makes sense. So
I
yeah.
love this interview. I'm glad I'm here. At first, I was skeptical. I said, man,
Why were you skeptical?
because, you know, a lot of people, you remember, you're dealing with people. Me, you never chopped it up. I didn't vet you out.
Right.
So this is the first time you and I having a one-on-one, but there's a connection that's powerful, and I'm glad I'm here. And I hope that you and I, you know, with the audience listening, can give people a proper understanding on how to play Second Life and what to look out for and what to stay away from.
Yeah. I always try to give a proper understanding on how to play, you know, based on my limited knowledge and experience, because obviously I don't know everything, but how to play the game of life. It is a strategy. You can't walk through it blindly. Like, you have to protect yourself. Fear is a good thing. It helps you get out of sticky situations, but also at the same time be open enough and daring enough to try new things and push yourself outside of your comfort zone. So I always hope to be inspiring on this channel. That is my goal. So my question to you is this, because sometimes when people are working in SL, especially when their real life is dependent on SL becomes not fun. You're bogged down by so much responsibility. Do you still have fun in Second Life as a person
Absolutely.
doing all the things? And how
Yeah,
how do you balance? How do you balance?
I make sure I have fun. You know, I want to say this for those of you that are new playing Second Life. Don't give out your private information to nobody until you really vet them out. Don't meet nobody in real life until you know, vet them out. I made a mistake of meeting. I got on Second Life, and this is a true testimony. I met some people that I thought were sincere, but there are a lot of people that when they know that you're new, they want to meet you or get to know your real life so they can embarrass you.
That's true. Doxing. That's true.
Okay? So if you're listening, don't meet anybody or give anybody your private information until you really, really get to know them. And that's a process, just like in real life. You don't meet somebody at the club. Now, I've done it. I've took a lot of dumbass risks. You don't meet somebody off the street and invite them to your home right away. I don't want to go. See, my mind is going left.
It's not
'Cause
going left. I feel like you're giving really good
Carmen,
information.
listen, man, this country is known, and they have so many weirdos and perverts. Look at P. Diddy. He's
Oh
getting
my
caught
God.
up in. There you go. See what I'm saying? So now,
That's demonic. That is absolutely demonic.
but just about sex trafficking is big. So a lot of these people, man, you got little kids and shit. Some of you single parents and females, y'all got little kids. You be the guy in the grocery store. You bring them to your house. Next thing you know, your child's missing. To me, man, it's always it's always a formula to why madness takes place. Because you don't know who you don't know. They're not going to tell you, oh, I just met this guy in the club, and I brought him over to my house, you know, and I gave him a key. You don't know. There's so many variables. There's so many looping, you know what I mean? So just be careful, man. Just put, you get to know people, man. It's a vetting process. You gotta take time, because like I said, I fucked up on Second Life. I got on here. I thought everybody was sincere, and then I met people in real life, and then they tried to destroy me.
How did you bounce back from that?
I was just strong, man. I guess when my dad put me out. Remember I told you now. I'm a different breed because my dad told me get out of this house. Some of you kids, y'all laying around in your parents' house in your 20s and 30s, and your parents feeling sorry for you and shit. There's gonna be can't nobody help you in that scenario. My dad said, "You're a man. You got to make it on your own, son." And he told me to get out of this house. So with that type of pressure, if I had to get out of his house, without preparing myself, we ain't had no savings. I had to leave his home and go into a hotel and then find a job and then go to work every day. You feel me?
Yeah.
I was coming out of divorce. You feel me? The fact I had a dad, right? But my dad was the one that put me out. You feel me? Most parents won't stand up and say, "Hey, enough is enough. It's time for you to be a man." I agree, brother. There's a lot of people that didn't have a dad. That's true. That's true. Guess what? My dad is 84 years old to this day. He's my hero. I love him with all my heart for the fact that he turned me into a man.
But to that point, there are some people who maybe grew up in a single parent household, and shout out to all the moms who run that household. We know that you're doing the work of two people.
Shout out to the mom.
Right, for sure. But what would be your advice in kind of adulting for those men or women who feel like I didn't have that kind of firm role model? I just had the love, getting loved on and kind of coddled, because that's what moms do. Let's be honest. We try to be firm, but we're more that, right? So what advice would you give to people who have to kind of self-parent?
Love your mom, man. Love your mom. You got single parents, single parents out here, their sons going into the NFL.
Right.
Come on now. You got single parents, you got fathers raising kids, their daughters go to the NBA. Women's NBA, right? So it's all about, accepting your responsibility for being an adult. That's where it really boils down to. Without blame or pointing the finger at dad, mama, you take responsibility for yourself to say, "Hey, let me get my head out my ass and let me do what makes me happy." Whatever it is. Find something that you love to do and do it.
And give 100%, because...
And give 100%, right.
What ÇØÞ is saying is that personal development does lead to your financial success and success in other areas like relationships. It's all interrelated. It's all correlated, right? And that's basically why you keep stressing this to everyone. That's right.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Is there anything... So I could talk to you forever. We're almost at an hour, so I don't want to take up too much of your time. Is there any last words that you... Well, I do have one more question. How do you, what do you do in SL for fun? And where can people find you? I know that your circle's not open to everyone. How can people connect with you guys? I'm going to put the Bavarian Gaming link, the Surl, down below. I'm going to link the Facebook as well. And if you want to hire DJ ÇØÞ, he's super entertaining. The jams are fire. If you guys want to hire him, I'll definitely put that information below. And I want to also give a shout out to your team, because you said without your team, you could not have done this.
Yeah, my sis Poochie, she's here now. The perfect example. She's like, "Bro, TP me." Oh,
you got that love and support.
Right, Lady C,
Miss B, her, she seems to be really supporting you.
Yeah. So you meet people, you get on mic with them, you talk to them, you get to know people. You will attract. Remember, there is a such thing as law of attraction.
Facts. Speak on it. Speak on it.
So whatever you ponder on or think about the most, if you want to be around real people, and if you think on that, that's what I did. I said, man, I want to come on SL and meet people that think just like me. Okay? The people that think just like me, and who are real and they're passionate about being 100. You're gonna attract those people. You're gonna meet a lot of trolls. You're gonna be a lot of wishy-washy motherfuckers on the way. But time will vet them out. Time will get them about your life. I hope that answered your question, Carmen.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
the law of attraction. What you think. You know, when I train people in sales, right? We used to come. Everybody that worked for me, I used to tell them, listen, hey, in the morning, what you think is how you feel. Listen to me. What you think, how you think, what's on your mind right now controls your feelings.
And your experiences.
That's right. If you're thinking, all right, about shit that's going to make you angry, and you ponder on everything that makes you angry, you're going to be angry. If you think and ponder on things that make you happy, so when I'm about to go into a left, I say, let me DJ. I want to hear some music. Music makes me happy.
I do the same thing. Oh my God.
No matter what's going on.
It changes your vibe, yeah.
Man, let me tell you something. I went over to Cheryl's car, right here, Cheryl, and put some old school on. And next you know, I'm starting to sing the songs. Man, my house could be on fire right now. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. If I put on the old school jam, that's me. What you think is how you feel. Now, what you feel is what you do. So you know, there's people that got going. They move with their feelings. They operate by feelings only. Okay, they end up in jail, or you end up in drama because you react about how you feel. You see, it's a process. What you think is how you feel. How you feel is what you do. When people lash out and they act angry, that's how they feel. Because they thinking on everything that's gonna get them upset, right? So what they feel is what they do, and what you do is how you act.
So let me ask you a question. So what if someone is just frustrated by life? They're like, damn, my money is never right. I always feel like things are going
they
wrong.
think about that. There you go. I gotta stop you right there.
Okay, go ahead.
That's what's on their mind. They're saying to themselves their money is not right instead of thinking about how can I make more money. Stop. Sit back and relax. Woosah. You thinking about everything. You are bringing all that motherfucking energy into your being. And that's where it begins. That's why mental health is on the rise. Because people are processing and they meditating on everything fucked up. Now you say, well, ÇİÄNÇ, you make it seem easy. You're not in my shoes. You don't know what's going on in my life. There's got to be one thing in this universe that makes you smile or make you happy. Think about that. You got control of your thoughts because you're not a robot. And that's why I challenge Christianity, because they try to say, well, the devil made me do it. No. I ain't buying that. You can control your mind. Now, the people that can't control their mind and they go into the cuckoo land or because you know why? Because they stayed in a state of they stayed in a mental state where they concentrated on everything they did not like, hated, or made them miserable. So now you need medication to get you out that zone. You need help medically, right? Because you concentrated on everything. People, you know what though? Before I go, a lot of people don't talk about what makes them upset, man.
I think people over talk about what makes them upset. They kind of, like you said, they focus on all the things that are not going right. And sometimes all it takes is just writing down 5 things that are going good and it'll shift your mood. And by osmosis, you'll meet someone, like you just met that man randomly that says, oh, I think that you should open a gaming sim.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's how that works, right? Like,
exactly.
You're vibrating high, so then all of a sudden, like, there are some situations that you can't imagine for yourself. Like, jourdÄ never planned to be a gaming sim owner. Like, you don't know what God has planned for you. It's bigger than your vision, right?
Exactly. I never had any idea that it existed. I never did. I thought DJ. I'm gonna tell y'all something. We all adults. I thought having sex, being a strip club DJ, right, and partying was the life of Second Life. That's it. My real life wife said. I told her. She said, "What does jourdÄ mean?" And she asked me. She said, "What does jourdÄ mean?" Because you know, I said. jourdÄ, I said, I can't tell you what jourdÄ means, baby. You know, because this is my real life wife, right? I said, I can't tell you. She said, no, come on. She said, does it mean that you write books because you pen? Right? This is funny as shit, Karma. And I told her what it meant, and she said, you nasty motherfucker. I'm going to close out the meeting on that one. I'm going to close it out. She said, you nasty motherfucker. And she whispered it too. Because she was like, you son of a bitch. So you out here thinking you finna penetrate all these women, you son of a bitch. And we laugh for days on that shit, bro.
I had no idea that's what your name meant.
She had, you're right, penetrate. It meant penetrator.
Child.
Huh? You remember?
You really enlightened us today. I'm sure like a lot of people on the grid was like, well, they're going to be like, I had no idea that's what that meant.
Yo, of course not. You feel me? I came on here to penetrate. But hey, y'all have a good day. Happy Sunday to you. Happy Memorial Day. And man, this was good.
It was. I'm so glad that I asked you. Like sometimes, like even me meeting you, it was just me following my instincts. I was like, wait, how do I get my cash back? She's like, I'll show you. And I'm like, wait, hold on. You own this? This is Black owned too. This is going to be so inspiring. And I think it absolutely was in ways that I couldn't even imagine.
This was good. I had fun, man.
Thank you so much for coming. And you got to come back too.
Okay, great. Even though I'm a demon, I'm going to say bless your heart.
We'll take all the blessings.
They see my horns. They're like, oh, my God, this guy, he's the devil. Yeah.
Well, I think it's childish to think in black and white terms. Everything is gray. People are very convoluted and complicated. And there's many journeys to get to. There's many paths to get to where you need to go. So there's that. So shoot for the stars, land on the moon. Okay, guys? Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye-bye.